The snow is melting and I feel like myself again. I'll just be upfront. It was a really depressing January. I have dealt with seasonal depression before, but this, my ring, my boy. I was doing dishes and I didn't want to damage my ring. Hi. So this is a Harley video now. Oh, he learned how to open the door to our garage. The door in our basement that goes from basement to garage, he knows how to open that now. And he just did that. All I wanted to do today, Harley, was go over my planning routine. That's all I wanted to do. You just want attention? Sir. You can't see him, but he's rubbing up on you. How sweet is that? Because he's just gonna be right here. My word, okay. Feels like the universe is fighting against me to make this YouTube video, but honestly, I really wanted to get back into YouTube this year. This should be a fairly simple video. I just wanted to go over what I do in my planner because I am such a planner girly and I love my planner and I want to be more intentional with it this year, and I have a little system that I used last year and I absolutely loved it, and I just wanted to go over that. But Harley needs attention and I just needed it like a pocket in the middle of my workday. Harley. And then Corgi's barking and just And I did take some notes because I tried making this video before and it was really hard for me to explain, and it shouldn't have been that hard. It's simply just a planning video, but I look at my calendar for like the full calendar year, January through December, in certain seasons, and then I kind of also tie it into sports. If you're new here, I work in sports. I absolutely love it. Are you settled? Oh my dog. So the way that I like to plan not only mirrors the actual seasons like spring, summer, autumn, winter. He almost knocked you all over. But it also kind of mirrors a sports season, and I like to break up my calendar like that, and let me explain a little bit more. I'll start off really easy with January. January is absolutely a nothing month. I'm hibernating. I don't feel good. The only thing, I was talking to David about this, the only things that I like about January is that about half the people in my life were born in January, so there's a lot of birthdays, a lot of reasons to celebrate. And I like hot chocolate. And in all earnesty, I do work a lot, but I don't work near as much as I do like in baseball season. Because there are so many games in baseball, and then there's a lot of soccer games too, those overlap, and then the seasons die down in the wintertime. As much as I enjoy my work, it is really important and crucial for me to get that break. So it is nice to slow down during that time, and I think it's what winter calls for anyway, is to just slow down, rest, all that, so that you're ready for the next year. And then as far as it relates to sports, anyway, like a sports season, whether that's baseball, basketball, you can kind of look at it through the season as just it's kind of like right in the middle of postseason celebrating, AKA Christmas, AKA World Series, Super Bowl. I know the Super Bowl is technically in February. Hear me out. Yeah, all of that. It's like right after you've celebrated your championship and right before you get into preseason training, which brings me to February, which is the month we're in right now. I'm all excited about Valentine's Day. It's the first holiday that I get, reminds me that the seasons are changing, time's moving along. We're not just stuck in an eternal winter, even though Valentine's Day is also in winter here in this hemisphere, continent, time zone. But literally in baseball, it is the start of spring training camp and stuff like that. And that's kind of where I get into my preseason. I kind of start getting back into my goal setting. I don't do this every single day. By the way, this is the Daily Grind Planner, and I'm not sponsored or anything. It would be really cool to be a content creator for them. I love their planning system. Angie Belmar has been one of my favorite YouTubers for a really long time, and I love the way that she plans, and she's very motivational. And her planning system that she created is to have your 10 daily goals or your 10 monthly goals, and you write them down every single day and just do something. Just take a small step toward that goal. And I don't want to like delve too much into my life, but like, for example, I do want to run a half marathon this year. So obviously the daily task would be my workout, whether that is a run, whether I'm weight training. Sunday is a mandatory rest day. So whether I decide to stretch or just relax and lay there, you know, so that would be my goal for the day. So February, I start kind of creeping back into that. And the way that I use this, like I actually only use these planner sheets come in 4-month packs. So I only use the full 4-month pack twice a year. And if I have any extra papers left, I use that in like February. So that takes me into March, April, May, and June. So this is like the first half. This is the first half of the game. This is the first half of the season. And we get into spring. So like for football, it's obviously like the first half of the game. For baseball, it's like the first half of the season right before the All-Star break. You get into spring and summer, you're starting to feel better. You're starting to go outside more. You're starting to get more stuff done. I love that for me. And then so June, you're getting into like the halftime stretch, and then we get into July. So July, halftime, baby. And also for me personally, not only is it summer, not only has summer started back in June, July 1st is my birthday. And it is my personal new year. I don't like New Year's Eve. I'll just say it right now. I hate New Year's Eve. I really hate it. I'm already like cold and I'm exhausted from the holidays. And as much as I want to, you know, celebrate with my friends and stuff, I want to go home after midnight. And it doesn't feel like the new year because everything is still dead. All the trees, all the plants. It is frozen outside. I don't know about y'all, but part of like what led to my seasonal like sadness and depression this year, this is the harshest, coldest, literally 0-degree coldest winter that I've personally lived through. How am I supposed to be motivated? I mean, there's discipline. We can talk about the difference between motivation and discipline. That's a whole other video. But David was so sweet and got me a treadmill for Christmas so that I could run indoors. That was helpful. It doesn't feel the best on my knees. I'm absolutely still using it just about every day to get my steps in. But in January, I just miss really being outside. So these last 2 days have been absolutely the best days of 2026 so far. 2 days in a row, I've gotten to take the dog on a WALK, and it felt so good. And the sun is out and the snow is melting, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to getting back into camera work, and I'm looking forward to getting back into baseball season. Soccer starts actually in 2 weeks, but I typically work inside for the soccer team that I work for, so that'll help ease the transition in. I hate being outside when it's so cold. If I'm running camera, I'll be prepared, you know. Anyway, where was that? July, halftime, my birthday, my personal new year. It's a time for me to just kind of relax, usually going on a camping vacation with David's family at this point. Last year we did that. We went to Dale Hollow. And I originally planned on bringing my laptop and doing some video editing for my client. I ended up not. I ended up doing absolutely nothing. Laying on the lake, laying on the boat, and just eating, having my drinks, my snacks. And it was absolutely the best time. And we even brought Corgi. And it was beautiful, and I crave days like that. So I soak all that in, and then towards the end of the month, I get prepared to get ready to get into August, September, October, and November. This is the second half of the football game. This is the second half of the baseball season. We're getting ready for the championships. We're getting ready for playoffs. We're getting ready for, you know, the big end of the year goals that I've got, and then correlating with the seasons, you know, summer is ending. We're getting into autumn. We're kind of like getting ready for that big celebration of the end of the year, which would be December. This is post-game. We have won the Super Bowl. We've won the World Series, NBA championship, Stanley Cup, all that jazz. We've won. We're celebrating Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate at December times. Whatever holiday you celebrate at December times. I'm celebrating all the hard work that I put in this year. I'm going over all my goals. I'm reflecting how I feel over the year. Obviously celebrating the holidays with my family, all that kind of shopping, and just nestling in, getting ready for the big freeze that is January, which I don't love, but I will have felt very accomplished with what I did this year. And I felt the same way last year. I felt like I worked really hard. I hit a lot of really big milestones last year because I stuck to this system. I had my breaks where I was able to just enjoy relaxing. I had my family time. I took pretty good care of myself. We all got like hit with the big flu last year, you know. Sometimes you just can't get like really around that. My mental health kind of took a toll on some days, but then there were some days where I've had the absolute best times of my life. Like I worked my dream job this year. I got a video editing client this year. I got engaged to the love of my life this year. And now we're sitting here, the sun's coming out, we're walking outside again, and we're planning different things for our home. We're planning a garden, we're planning a wedding, we're planning on getting a second dog. I'm planning, just big things work-wise for myself, hoping to get back into broadcasting and hoping to do more. I'm working toward becoming a technical director. I'm working toward getting like a second video editing client. So we'll just have to see. So I'm all excited about this planner. I got the new daily grind system in the mail and I'm excited for March to roll around so I can break into my next 4 months. And I like to use this planner for other things too. Like I won't show you everything because there are some personal things in here. But I have this like little habit tracking sheet that I use during the downtime months. Like I use this during December, January. And then I started kind of like half getting into the daily grind system in February. So I'm not using the habit tracker as much, but I was kind of correlating like how well I'm staying on top of certain habits depending on the weather. I'm a woman, so depending on my time of the cycle, depending on how much sleep that I get. The weather I think would be another good factor because like I said, I was down bad the last month and literally the sun came out 2 days ago. The snow started melting yesterday and I've been borderline euphoric. I've been my silly, goofy little self again the last 2 days and I'm gonna hold on really tightly to that. And then I've made myself some other trackers too that I wanna nerd out a little bit about it. So I made myself a freelancer log so I can like see the days that I do any freelancing work. So January was a little bit slow, like I didn't have a ton of sports work. I had one game, I worked one game in January, it turns out. It was a hockey game. So much fun. I love working for my hockey team. I'm a DJ. And then February, so I had more like video editing days. And then I'll also track like the different environments that I worked in. So if it's a broadcast, did I run camera or did I work inside? And did I do any video editing? Did I do another odd job? Like I do photography on the side a little bit. I would love to venture into a new side quest of doing voiceover work. Any other odd jobs, I would love to just expand and be a freelancer full time. That is the ultimate goal. And then I also have day off. Now this does not mean that I only worked my 9 to 5. This means I didn't work. I had like a day off. So that's fun. And then this little tracker is fun. This is one of the teams that I work for. And I have them for like the 2 main teams that I work for because I work for them most of the year. And I have whether they won a game, whether they lost a game, and whether they won if I worked. Tracking to see if maybe I'm the lucky charm and I should make more big baseball, big soccer, get some more of that money so that they keep winning. And then I get like postseason money. Postseason money is better than other monies. And then I'm tracking like the books that I'm reading. I have like a cleaning tracker here, just like bigger projects, like bigger stuff that you kind of like forget about, like cleaning out the fridge, Swiffering like the basement, changing litter boxes, oil changes, just stuff that like you don't have to do every single day, but like you do want to keep on top of. So I kind of like keep that in the back of my mind. And then I think that's pretty much it. And then I also have, this thing's kind of bulky. They have a travel size one that I don't have yet. And I think I might go ahead and just get it. But I do also have like a little weekly planner that I got off of Amazon and I carry that everywhere with me. And that just keeps like my workouts, any appointments that I have, like vet, doctor, and this was really fun nerding out about it. So that's pretty much all that I've got. Now that it's warming up a little bit, I'm just really happy to feel like myself again, and I'm so excited to get back into being creative. If you're keeping up with me on Instagram, I'm doing a little series called What I Eat in a Day to Fit in a Wedding Dress and Run a Half Marathon. It's a very wordy title. I'm still working on a title for that, but it's been really fun to kind of document what I'm eating in a day. Doing the little food diary so that I keep myself accountable. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys for nerding out with me. I hope that you enjoyed letting me ramble about my planning style, and if this inspired you to plan along with the seasons, or maybe you're not into sports, but surely there's like, I think everything kind of works out like this, because if you align your life with like the actual weather, seasons, a lot of other stuff will fall into place like that. So this is fun and nerdy. Thanks for sticking this out with me. And I hope to see you in the next one. The next video, I have no idea what it's gonna be about, but I'm looking forward to seeing you. I have this giant jug of water that I'm gonna cheers you with. And I'll see you next time. Bye.